The anniversary stream has been packed with new exciting reveals, like the entire roadmap for Year 9, some information about the FNAF DLC, a new cosmetic collab with The Witcher, plenty of quality of life changes, and finally, some information about creating our own chapter. And let's start with the thing everyone has been waiting for, and that is the animatronic, the official name of Springtrap, who is the killer from this DLC. He will also come with the pizzeria map as well, and sadly, if you have noticed already, there is no survivor, so rest in peace Michael Afton. However, don't be sad, because the next chapter after Five Nights at Freddy's will cover that void, trust me. In terms of perks and powers, nothing has been revealed of the animatronic. The devs have hinted at how his power might work based on some screenshots released after the livestream, and we can speculate the power from that information. Springtrap will be using a knife as his basic attack, so that means that one leak talking about Springtrap being a ranged killer using a fire axe was not correct. You can see the knife in this frame of the trailer, as some of my eagle-eyed viewers spotted. Springtrap will also come with a legendary skin based on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, with none other than Matthew Lillard himself, who will be voicing this skin. This means that potentially the original Springtrap will also have some voice lines. The devs also said that other cosmetics will be coming with the DLC, but that's all they can show on this livestream. The map is set in the original pizzeria from the FNAF 1 game, and it is placed in the Garden of Joy realm, as you can see by the same hooks and lightning used by the same map that the Unknown has. So that means there is a chance there will be no cupcake offering for this DLC or map, like is the case with the Vecna's map. On the next image here, we can see the animatronic stalking a survivor, which could be a hint to the fact that this killer might be a stealth killer, as the red stain is missing from every single picture with him. But this could just be a choice for the promotional images. In the middle of the map, we have the main stage where the FNAF 1 animatronics appear, and the best part is that it seems that by repairing the generator in the middle, you are able to turn them on, and they will be playing their music potentially like they do in the original FNAF 1 trailer, or like the scrapped concert from Help Wanted, which is a fantastic detail. Additionally, there is a hole on the top, but it is unclear if we can go there or not. On the right side of the map, we have the arcade section, which I presume to be this image right here, with a vault that leads to a ball pit, referenced various times in the FNAF books, so it's cool to see it there. Now the Pirate Cove is not shown, and I think on the left side of the stage, we have what I presume to be the parts and services room, which contains heads and endoskeletons of the base animatronics, and this also comes with an entire endoskeleton laying on a mechanical bed. And finally, somewhere in this map, we are able to see a door from the original games, which comes with a camera on top and a screen that shows a door with the number 5, and they are linked somehow. Now this is the only clue we have about Springtrap's potential power. We don't know if these doors are exclusive for this map, like how Nostromo has the nitrogen rooms or Forgotten Ruins has the passages, so all we can do right now is speculate. But luckily, the developers did reveal some things about Springtrap's power, but very vaguely. In the Game Rant website, we can see the interviewers asking questions to the developers, which they answer, and one of the questions is regarding the jump scares, to which the dev said that there will be plenty of jump scares. It is possible that the jump scare that appears in the trailer is also part of his power, instead of just being flair for the trailer. This hints at the fact that Springtrap is indeed a stealth killer. And finally, and most importantly, the devs said that they want this killer to have options, like Dracula. This is very important, because apparently Springtrap will be able to do everything, as it says that technically this killer is for everyone. You can play melee, you can play with projectiles, or you can focus on chases and loops. It is unclear what this means, but maybe Springtrap can choose a weapon during the match in order to play differently, just like Dracula can shapeshift into a different animal. This is what is the most confusing to me, but luckily in the coming weeks, we will have a livestream detailing everything from the power, to the perks, to the map, and all of the FNAF cosmetics, which I am sure are going to be many. So please, if you're interested in this, like this video, subscribe to not miss out on that video as well, and stay tuned. A license we are getting before Springtrap, and yes, you heard me right, this we're getting in June the 3rd, is The Witcher, a cosmetic only collection with 6 absolutely fantastic skins. For the survivors, we have a legendary cosmetic of Geralt of Rivia for Vittorio, full with unique voice lines made by the original actor. Additionally, you can buy Witcher cosplays for other survivors, Yennefer for Kate, Ciri for Sable, and Triss for Michaela. No Dandelion as of now, sadly. And for killers, we are getting 2 skins. The first cosmetic is for the Knight, based on the Wild Hunt, which is absolutely sick, but not a legendary. The second outfit is indeed a legendary, and that is the Legend skin for the artist, so it will come with sounds and potentially new animations. This event will come with Chaos Shuffle quests, where you can earn Witcher-based rewards. One of them is the iconic bath scene as a calling card, which I am sure many of you are very happy to hear. I am extremely hyped for this collaboration, because it means that Cyberpunk could be a reality in the future, with Johnny Silverhand, V, and maybe Adam Smasher as the killer, or a cosmetic, I wouldn't mind. And now for the roadmap of all future content, and as you can see here, this is the first year where we get 3 killers instead of 4, but there is a catch about this that we will talk later. And let's focus on July, as a licensed chapter will be released with 2 new survivors. And the cool thing about them is that the devs have said that the chapter was already revealed in the livestream through hints, and indeed, I think we got it. So, if you notice on the roadmap, you can see that some letters are missing. Well, thanks to my chat, they discovered that the letters form the phrase, "the ones who lived." And if you take a look at what this phrase means, well, that is The Walking Dead's new TV series starring Rick Grimes and Michonne, 2 survivors that the community has been asking for years. So this will be one of the biggest survivor-focused DLCs ever made in my opinion. 2 insane licenses back to back. As for the rest of the year, we have barely any information about the next chapters. On September, we're getting an original killer and survivor, and according to the devs, the killer will be based on Asian folklore, and it is going to be a very bloody chapter. Personally, I have no idea what kind of character this could be based on, but I think that it is not going to be a Japanese folklore character, so no yokais, as we already have 3 in the game, and School Merchant is also half Japanese, so I think it's time for other representations from Asia. Personally, if I had to think of one character I would love to see in the game, the only folklore creature I am familiar with is the Krasue. This monster is a floating woman's head with organs following her, and the visual design is absolutely horrific and bloody, fitting for the description of this character. This creature is a monster in Thai folklore. The November chapter will be a big license according to behavior, and an important thing to note is that there are 2 survivors and a new killer, which has not happened in a while. The only DLCs like this are Stranger Things, both of the Resident Evil chapters, and the Tools of Torment. I personally have no idea once again of what this could be. It could be The Terminator, with Sarah Connor and Kylie Reese. It could be Stranger Things Part 2, with Vecna, Hopper, and Joyce. It could be The Conjuring, with the Warrens. Hell, it could be Star Wars. If you have any ideas of licenses that can come with 1 killer and 2 survivors, let me know. And finally, for the March chapter, apparently lore lovers will be huge fans of it, as this character seems to be very important for DBD, including a new map that many of us will love according to the developers. Additionally, 1 killer already in the game will receive some drastic changes in the same patch. Now, I am personally unsure if they mean the School Merchant's rework, because she would technically be a completely different killer if they go forwards with the rework. So once again, let me know who you think this original mysterious killer is going to get changes in the patch. For the survivor, maybe it could be the Observer, Benedict Baker, or even Vigo, or maybe Cliff Barra, the writer that is mentioned by Aurela Rose, or maybe even Saku, the samurai that appears in the lore and tomes of Dead by Daylight. Going back to cosmetic collections, there are 2 more licensed characters being added to Dead by Daylight. The first one is, finally, after so long, the unified design for Lara Croft, something we have been asking for since the release of the chapter, and they also said another skin will be coming too, but we have no information on who that is. And the Trapper will get a Frank Stone cosmetic too, which will be coming in September, and it will be a legendary cosmetic inspired on this appearance from the video game. The Bullet Brothers collab has been finally visually shown, and we are getting 2 legendary cosmetics, the first one being the winner of the contest for the Huntress, and a Dracula inspired cosmetic for the artist. More information will be shown soon. The final thing that is chapter wise related that we're going to see in the game is the choose your own chapter thing, and this is a really interesting mechanic. Basically, the devs will let us decide on what the anniversary chapter will be. Some weeks in the future, we will be getting choices that we can vote on, like for example what the theme will be of the new killer, realistic, futuristic, supernatural, folklore, etc. And then we get to choose more things each week, like the weapon they carry, what kind of perks the survivor has, what power the killer has. In other words, the community will be able to choose on every single aspect from this chapter, and the devs will be sharing with us every single thing, in order to create the community-based chapter. Surprisingly, this is not the first time this has happened, as the Doctor was created in a similar way. Back in the days, in the Chinese community, behavior let the Chinese players decide what the next chapter was going to be based on, with one of the options being the real-life Doctor, which the in-game one is inspired by. That's how Feng Min was created too, as she is a gamer, because this real-life Doctor used electrotherapy in order to heal gamers' addictions to the internet. I am really excited to see more about this create your own chapter thing, which will be revealed in the coming weeks. And finally, let's talk about some other changes coming to the future of DBD related to gameplay. According to the developers, survivors will be able to see the perks of their teammates soon as part of the quality of life changes, along with many more changes shown here, which include gamma settings, the go next prevention, the body block and hiding prevention mechanic, the spawn rules of making survivors spawn together, and an improvement on AFK bots. For the other quality of life changes, we have the bulk bot point spending, which is very necessary for the game, and a custom game improvement, allowing more spectators and easier controls in order to change who you are spectating with keybinds. Hopefully, this also means all the spectator bugs are gone, making the viewer experience better. Next up, for Phase 2, which will start from July to December, we have a lot of stuff to check out. Nothing was said from this mode in specific, but the one they did mention in detail was how in the next 2 vs 8 mode, not the one coming soon with Ghostface and the Oni, killers will be able to play a survivor match while queuing up for the next lobby, so that way you are not wasting your time. After you finish your survivor match, you can immediately go play killer, as your slot will be reserved. I think this is a very cool potential solution for long queues, and it will bring significantly more survivor players, as you can play killer with survivors that want to play killer, if that makes sense. Maps and keys will also have changes, with maps being more used like windows of opportunity, but that's all we know as of now. Talking about items, a new item will be coming to Dead by Daylight this summer, and this is a core item, meaning that they will come with add-ons too, just like medkits and toolboxes. I think that this might be the smoke bomb from the Halloween event, or maybe finally we're getting firecrackers with add-ons, who knows. And this is everything revealed in the anniversary livestream, which was absolutely crazy, but there is so much more coming in the future. The PTB for the FNAF DLC, as well as the livestream showing everything, will be done later on May, with a release planned for June. So stay tuned and subscribe to not miss out any information regarding this chapter and future content. I hope this summary was useful, thank you for watching, and have a nice day!